No mic? Mic? Yay! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. My name is Kate Robbins, and I am a practitioner here. And thank you. And I am your host for today. Anyway, so let me read this little bit, and I'll try to throw some flair on it. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are embraced here. We believe that we are co-creators with the divine, and that you can change your life by changing your thoughts and your vibration. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy, and we teach universal truths from the world's spiritual teachings. And so welcome. We appreciate you being here. We know that there are many things that you can do on a Sunday afternoon, but it's a beautiful rainy Sunday afternoon, and we thank you for being here. I'm going to call forth Renee to do the announcements.
Okay, are y'all ready? All right, 2 minutes or less. Here we go. This is a sign-up sheet for next Sunday's Thanksgiving potluck. It's on the back table. Please indicate what type of food you are bringing. We will celebrate in Friendship Hall after service at 2:30ish. Pasta and sauce food donation drive. Please bring cases, cans, and packages. What? I'm hungry. Yeah. Of pasta and sauce to feed the hungry children this holiday season. See Aaron for details. Maybe next Sunday you can see him for details. Dina Efferson Williams will strengthen your mind and body with her yoga classes every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Yay! A $20 love offering is gratefully accepted. Our monthly men's group meets this Tuesday, November 18th at 6 p.m. It is facilitated by our core council president, Frank Williams. Stacy's, yay, yes, go guys. Stacy's New Moon Sound Bath is this Wednesday, November 19th at 7 p.m. Yay! Raise your hand, Stacy. Yeah. Oh. Was that the moon? Yeah. Sonically connect to the moon with crystal singing sound bowls. Again, this experience is a $20 love offering. On Saturday, November 22nd at 1 p.m., Reverend Jessica Fish facilitates a Zoom bereavement support group. The link information is on our website. Our Authentically Me women's group, also with Dina, meets November 23rd, next Sunday at 3 p.m. And it meets the fourth Sunday of every month. Each moment in this group is designed to bring joy and laughter. Wednesday, December 3rd at 6 p.m., a Spanish language study group is facilitated by Esperanza Ramos. And that will be from 6 to 7:30, December 3rd. Our Cosmically Connected Kids next meeting is 1 p.m. on December 7th in Friendship Hall. Ask Christine Erskine or Kate Robbins if you have any questions. Compassionate Care Team. If you know of someone in our spiritual community that is having health challenges in the hospital or is otherwise in need of support, please contact Joan McLaughlin. Her phone number is on the bulletin if you care to connect with her, or online. She's a practitioner. Anyone here for the first time? Welcome. Yay. We're blessed by your presence today. Yes, welcome, welcome. You're invited to Friendship Hall after the service to enjoy some snacks. We have a welcome table reserved just for you, and that's pretty much any table. You're welcome to sit at any table. The ushers also have a little bag for you. There it is. It's coming. Inside is a welcome card to fill out with your email so you can receive our event information. Please give the card to one of the ushers, or you can put it in the basket when it gets passed. It's a church, you know, we pass the basket. And we do not use your contact information for anything other than to send you our newsletter. So let's give them a warm welcome. We have many ways to keep you informed. Sign up for our weekly email bulletin or scan the QR code, which is on the door on the way out for our website. There is an offering of prayer after service by the center's practitioners. We call it a 2-minute tune-up. So we are available here for you for prayer if you got something that's laying heavy on your heart. And if you're not in need of prayer, we ask you to please exit quickly and quietly so that we have a sacred space to give prayer for those who are requesting such. Okay, now comes the big announcement. Dear CSL Antelope Valley beloved community, this is coming from us, your ecclesiastical team. Autumn greetings to you and yours. This is such a beautiful time of year as we experience the highs and lows of temperature with enthusiasm. Right? Okay. What a joy it is to be part of this amazing community where we learn, grow, laugh, and play, and celebrate life together. With this letter, we are introducing our Conscious Giving Pledge Drive for 2026, Awakening to Abundance. This year, our pledge drive carries a special intention. Our primary goal is to raise the funds needed to welcome in a new senior minister to our community. This is an exciting step in our evolution as a spiritual center, and it takes the loving participation of each one of us to bring it into form. And I'll interject too that while we haven't set a date yet, we do plan on doing another visioning in December along these lines. We are a thriving community and continue to witness the remarkable, prosperous community we are. Our vision is to be a beacon of light in the Antelope Valley with activities taking place every day of the week. With a sound bath twice a month for the new moon and full moon, yoga once a week, an exceptional music ministry, a monthly meditation workshop that's in the works, a women's group, a men's group, a Spanish language study group, and our first Day of the Dead festival. Well, we had one last year too, but we're looking to expand that into the larger community, which is very enthusiastic for us to call that forth. It was enthusiastically attended here in the Antelope Valley community. We support the Antelope Valley community as a place for community meetings like the recent Business Watch meeting with Lancaster Police. We also have an ongoing class schedule with Science of Mind certificated and non-certificated classes. As we enter this sacred season of reflection and renewal, we are reminded of one of the great truths of Science of Mind. We live in a universe of infinite abundance. And as we give, we open ourselves to receive. Your annual pledge is a way of saying yes to this flow. It's how we sustain the programs, music, classes, and community outreach that make our center such a beacon of light. More than that, it's a spiritual practice, a conscious way to align with the infinite source that always provides, being that channel for the divine to flow right through you. Together, we are co-creating a thriving, love-filled, spirit-led community. Yay! Thank you for being part of this divine adventure. Love and blessings from your ecclesiastical team and the Board of Trustees at the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. Yay! Oh, and you might see we've already got some food gathering, so yeah, come on up, ladies. So that's for the food drive. You'll see pasta sauce and pasta back there. So please let that be the seed for the abundance flowing out to our community to help feed them during the holidays. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. And good afternoon. We are about to sing together our congregation song, I Stand Before You, by Karen Drucker and David Alt. We're singing to each other. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the heart of you. You are whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the heart of you. You are whole. Together. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the heart of you. You are whole. I stand before you, I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the heart of you. You are whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the heart of you. And are whole. I stand before you, knowing we are one. You are the mirror of my soul. I stand before you, honoring the heart of you. You are whole. The heart of you. You are whole.
Thank you. So beautiful. Such a beautiful trio we have this morning. And beautiful song. So I'd like to call Miriam up. She's going to help me out with lighting the flames of faith this morning. And so we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And we light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. And as we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flames of God's eternal love. Thank you. And so, with our theme for this month, it's something along the lines of loving the unlikable, maybe. I think that's it. And so I got this book. I'm a student of Course in Miracles, and so this is a book by Gerald Jomplowski, and it's called Love is Letting Go of Fear. And he is a contributor and a teacher of the Course in Miracles. And so I just came across this, and it's called Forgiveness is the Key to Happiness. Inner peace can be reached only when we practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is the vehicle for changing our perceptions and letting go of our fears, condemning judgments and grievances. We need to remind ourselves constantly that love is the only reality there is. Anything we perceive that does not mirror love is a misperception. Forgiveness then becomes the means for correcting our misperceptions. It allows us to see only the love in others and ourselves, and nothing else. Through selective forgetting, through taking off the tinted glasses that superimpose the fearful past upon the present, we can begin to know that the truth of love is forever present, and that by perceiving only love, we can experience happiness. Forgiveness then becomes a process of letting go and overlooking whatever we thought other people may have done to us, or whatever we may think we have done to others. When we cherish grievances, we allow our mind to be fed by fear, and we become imprisoned by these distortions. When we see our only function as forgiveness and are willing to practice it consistently by directing our minds to be forgiving, we will find ourselves released. and set free. Forgiveness corrects the misperception that we are separate from each other and allows us to experience a sense of unity and at one-ment with each other. Forgiveness, as defined here, is different from the way most of us have been trained to understand it. Forgiveness does not mean assuming a position of superiority and putting up with or tolerating behavior in another person that we do not like. Forgiveness means correcting our misperception that the other person harmed us. The unforgiving mind, contrasted with the forgiving mind, is confused, afraid, and full of fear. It is certain of the interpretation it places on its perceptions of others. It is certain of the justification of its anger and the correctness of its condemning judgment. The unforgiving mind rigidly sees the past and future as the same and is resistant to change. It does not want the future to be different from the past. The unforgiving mind sees itself as innocent and others as guilty. It thrives on conflict and being right, and it sees inner peace as its enemy. It perceives everything as separate. Whenever I see someone else as guilty, I am reinforcing my own sense of guilt and unworthiness. I cannot forgive myself unless I am willing to forgive others. It does not matter what I think anyone has done to me in the past or what I think I may have done. Only through forgiveness can my release from guilt and fear be complete. And so that is really the whole lesson of A Course in Miracles is forgiveness. And so as we take that in, I just will open us with prayer and just knowing right now that forgiveness that flows in through and as all of life. I know that it flows through my life as I forgive myself and then in turn forgive others. And as I know that to be true for me, I know it to be true for everyone. Everyone that chooses forgiveness will be free. And will be free of fear. And will be open to love. And I'm grateful for that knowledge. And I'm grateful for this time together for this Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. And I just ask and know the truth of my life. And for that I am grateful. I bless the proceedings, the musicians, the ushers, the sound, and our speaker today, Angelie Tierra. And I am grateful for each and every one here listening. And I let it go, and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
So we took something from the radio. Not quite. Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are. Perfect, just the way you are. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't you try and some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. You always had my unspoken passion, although I might not seem to care. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, that's forever, and this I promise round the heart. I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. You're perfect, beautiful, gorgeous in fact. Your life is so beautiful, shining so brightly. I see every one of you, gorgeous, absolutely God. Stunning. Jeez. Don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. This is the feeling part. You can look at each other. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are.
Thank you. Beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And so now I want to introduce our speaker all the way from Tehachapi. Yay! Well, just a personal aside. I have sat in her council, and I appreciate her so much. And we are so blessed to have her with us today. Angelia Tierra.
All right, let me tech myself up here. How's that sound? That's kind of, isn't that loud? Really? Okay, it sounds pretty loud to me. Hi, everybody. My name is Anjali Tierra, and I have to, sorry, I'm kind of left some things over here. Um, I am a practitioner, and I am from Tehachapi. I have a mountaintop ministry and also a traveling ministry now called Closer to the Source. And if I know you guys meet in the afternoon, so you could conceivably come down to Bakersfield, but I am going to be offering a few workshops coming up in Bakersfield if you're interested. One is called Accessing Your Spirit Guides. That's actually happening next Sunday at 11:30. And then the following couple weeks after that, on the 14th, I'm doing a winter solstice teaching and ritual at the CSL in Bakersfield. So that's what's going on with me. I am going to set my timer up, and in case you haven't heard me before, my timer when it goes off sounds like crickets, and what that is it's a 5-minute warning to wrap it up. Really, it should be a 2-minute warning, but let's say 2 to 5 minutes. I know that wherever I am in my talk, it's time to, wrap it up. So let me set my timer and get started. Okay. Is it in my face? Oh, how's that? Okay, I like it. And we're on. We're off. I love the Global Themes Committee. That is our home office committee that comes up with our themes and topics. And they do this amazing job of putting together materials for speakers if they want it. And I learn a lot of things from them. And today today is the 16th of November, and what I learned is this is a day of commemoration in Germany. It's called, I'm not German, I might butcher this, I've been practicing Volkstrauertag. It is a day of commemoration where the entire country of Germany will take a moment of silence. And I wanted to bring it up because, and I wanted to join with them actually, if you will indulge me, because the way the country of Germany has taken this memorial, so it's very similar, at least it started off very similar as our Memorial Day, where after World War I, they were honoring their war dead. But in World War II, it was co-opted by the Nazis, as you might imagine, and then it was taken back by the country after World War II. And what they have done is they do commemorate and honor their war dead, but it is really more about an intention of peace moving forward. So it's one thing to honor the war dead, but to continue to glorify war. What Germany does is they honor their dead with the intention of no more war. And so if you would like to indulge me, we are going to join them in 60 seconds of silence. I'm going over to this cute little chime. Today, we join millions around the world who pause to honor all of those who have suffered or died through war, violence, and oppression. In this moment, we open our hearts not to sorrow alone, but to compassion, understanding, and peace. Let us enter into 1 minute of sacred silence to remember and to recommit ourselves to creating a world where peace is possible for all. So let's take 60 seconds of silence to set that intention. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in that. Oh, and somebody's phone is ringing. So, on a day when we honor the unthinkable cost of human division, it feels fitting to turn inward and to examine the roots of our own perceptions, because perception shapes how we see, judge, love, and respond. And this is a perfect segue into this month's topic, or theme and topic. As Kate mentioned, the November theme, again set by the Global Themes Committee, is loving the unlikable. And for me, I am a social justice activist. I am very politically active, especially now. This is a very amazingly prescient topic to be not just looking at, but speaking out about it publicly. And today's theme is specifically opinion, fact, or truth. So, I'm a teacher, as many of you know, retired public school teacher, so my talks are always a little lesson-y. And so we're going to start off with definitions. An opinion. Opinion is a personal belief, viewpoint, or judgment that is subjective and can vary from person to person. For example, I believe that psychedelics should be legalized. That is an opinion. Fact. A fact is an objective statement that is supported by evidence and can be verified as true or false. But facts can and often do change over time. For example, at one time, atoms were thought to be the smallest possible unit in the universe and could not be divided. That was a fact based on the evidence at the time. Nowadays, we know that atoms contain protons, neutrons, and electrons, and even those have substructures. That fact changed as science evolved and testing evolved through quantum mechanics and particle accelerators. And then there's truth. Truth is the immutable spiritual truths and principles that we believe are universally valid and unchanging, regardless of circumstances or new information. While spiritual truths do not change, our relationship to them and our understanding of them and our perspective of how the world works as a result of them will shift and grow and evolve. An example of a truth that I think we all can agree on is that love is the universal energy of God. So to summarize, an opinion is personal, emotional, conditioned, and often automatic. A fact is observable and neutral data. And truth, capital T truth, is eternal, spiritual, and unchanging. Oneness, wholeness, our divine nature. So going back to this month's theme of what we find unlikable, loving the unlikable. Most of what we find unlikable is actually built on opinions, not truth. For example, I hate spiders. That's an opinion. That's actually not true. I don't love them, but I don't hate them anymore. But anyway, if you hate spiders, that is an opinion. Spiders exist and spin webs. That is a fact. Life expresses through all beings. That is truth. You might think, oh, that's not so bad. There's only 3 things I kind of have to juggle. Unfortunately, thanks to the explosion of digital information and emerging technologies like AI, there is also disinformation, misinformation, alternative facts, fake news, and deep fakes. Nowadays, people can't even agree on the sources of facts like statistics and data. I bring all of this up now because this topic is not neat and tidy. It is messy, it is frustrating, and it can be confusing. But luckily here at CSL, we have a way of cutting through all of the noise and getting to the heart of the matter. The nature of reality and how truth Spiritual truth is a journey and not a destination. So I renamed my talk Perception, Opinion, Fact, and the Journey Toward Truth. Ernest Holmes, our founder, said, "We are not here to change the world. We are here to change our perception of it." So today we're going to explore something that we don't often talk about in spiritual community, the mechanics of perception. Because everything, our opinions, our interpretation of facts, and even our access to deeper truth depends on how we perceive. Perception is the lens. If you think about a camera, opinion is the tint, so the way you can add a filter. Facts are the objects in the view, and truth is the light behind it. So let's look at these three layers, opinion, fact, and truth, through the lens of perception. So opinion is perception at its most reactive form. Opinions are gut reactions, they're conditioned responses, they're emotional interpretations, and they can be snap judgments. You don't choose them, they just seem to rise. But they are still just perception, not reality. Facts, number 2, are perception with agreement. Facts feel solid, but they are still filtered through our perception. So for example, a spider exists on the wall. That is a fact. Whether it is terrifying or fascinating is perception. And still, just identifying a spider requires our perception. Facts are data points, but they still sit inside this human perceptual framework. Therefore, we must give facts their proper placement, and we must hold them lightly and with neutrality. Therefore, we must look at them and ask if more information is required. We must not confuse facts with reality itself. Facts are not reality. They are measurements of reality. Facts are partial. They do not and cannot tell the full story of anything. They are provisional, meaning they're not permanent. They can change over time. They are the best available description of reality right now, a snapshot, temporary. They're dependent on the tools that we have access to. They're dependent on our perception or interpretation, and they are often corrected by new information. A fact is a data point, not the whole picture. A fact about a tree is not the experience of a forest. A fact about the human body is not the mystery of being alive. A fact about a person's behavior is not the truth of their consciousness. A fact is something that we can measure. Reality is something that we are immersed in. And the third one, truth. Capital T, truth, isn't an opinion or a fact, but it contains both. The definition of truth contains the word belief. The definition of opinion also contains the word belief. How lucky are we here at CSL, Centers for Spiritual Living, that our philosophy is so expansive and encompassing that it includes all of the world's religions. I love that you guys do this candle lighting ceremony. It is so touching to somebody like me who entered into CSL coming from 2 of those candles before I made it to CSL. We here honor Eastern traditions, as was noted, Western mystical traditions, indigenous wisdom. We also draw from ancient philosophical schools, the writings of Plato and Aristotle and the Stoics. And lastly, we're informed by modern science and psychology through quantum physics and systems theory and Jungian psychology. In times such as these, I am so proud to be a part of an institution that is so diverse and inclusive in its teachings. Truth is what remains when perception becomes clear. Truth doesn't depend on mood. It doesn't depend on preference. It doesn't depend on past experience or agreement. Truth is the spiritual reality behind form. And reality is the entire field of what is. It is the seen and the unseen. It is the known and the unknown. And so I have an argument. My argument is that truth is both a perception and a journey. The truth that truth lives in uncertainty and paradox simply because it is inclusive of the unseen and it is inclusive of the unknown. That is why my favorite name for God is Great Mystery. It keeps me humble. I have witnessed how certainty that is disguised as spiritual truth can harm. Because truth is not a static possession, it is a living perception that expands as we expand. It is a journey into deeper clarity, deeper compassion, and deeper spaciousness. If truth were rigid, life would be rigid. Truth isn't threatened by mystery. Truth doesn't need certainty. Truth doesn't fear questions. Truth doesn't punish curiosity. When we cling to certainty and call it truth, we stop seeing people and start seeing categories. We stop seeing souls and we start seeing threats. That is how spiritual certainty becomes spiritual harm. Certainty, masquerading as truth, is always about control. Truth itself is always about freedom and expansion. So, perception is the gateway to truth. This is our spiritual operating system. We are not at the mercy of anything because we alone can purify our perception through choice. And we are always at choice. When we understand how perception works, three things happen. Opinions lose their authority. Facts become neutral, and truth becomes more accessible. So tying it back to the theme of the month, loving the unlikable. The unlikable things aren't inherently unlikable. Our perception makes them unlikable. Whether it is an opinion or a fact, this person is rude. That's an opinion. This person speaks bluntly. That is a fact. Truth says, this person simply is. We as spiritual beings are pulled towards truth. Perception simply determines which level we live from. We have a choice. This is what transforms the unlikable into the lovable. So as we journey towards truth, we understand that truth is fixed, but perception evolves. That is the journey. So when you experience something that triggers you or confuses you, you can ask yourself these three questions. Number one, what part of this is my perception? How am I coloring this? Number two, what are the raw facts without judgment? And number three, what truth remains when the noise clears? Is it wholeness? Is it oneness? Is it divine nature? Is it love? This week, try something radical. Don't fight your opinions, just name them. Don't worship facts, just observe them. And then ask, what truth is trying to reveal itself beyond the way I'm seeing this? When perception clears, love becomes possible. Thank you. I am 1 minute under. And we will take that into prayer. Let me just make sure I turned off my timer because you never know. All right, let's take that into prayer. When perception clears, love becomes possible. And so I begin by acknowledging and recognizing that there is only one love, one mind, one unified field of consciousness that encompasses all of creation. It is the seen and the unseen. It is the known and the unknown. It encompasses the space in between. It is the great mystery, and it is unified in its energy of love. And I know that as that perception of unity, of wholeness, and of oneness is all inclusive of all creation and all existence, it must include me. I must be one with that. I cannot be separated from it. It is the place from which I came. It is the place from which I live and have my being, and it is the place to which I will return when this body and personality is finished its mission. And that is the truth of all beings. It is the truth of the spider. It is the truth of each and every human being in this room, listening online, all beings, all plant beings, all animal beings. The entire cosmos is one. And so from that place of power, of unity, of wholeness, and of love, I speak my word for all, knowing that during this time of such challenging moments for different folks across our country and our globe, I know that we are able to clear our lens and to see the truth that lies beyond the noise. I know for each and every one of us that we can do, and we do the work in order to have that clear perception of truth, that all is one and one love. I know for all beings, and speak my word for all beings, that peace is possible, that war does not have to be the way of things. I speak my word for all beings, knowing that abundance is the true nature of our universe, and that all beings are safe, and all beings have enough food and enough housing. This is the truth of our universe. I know, and I speak my word powerfully for all, that we are able to create a world that works for all, unequivocally, here and now. And I am grateful for this truth as I release my word into the power of the law, that aspect of God that says yes, that knows more expansive love is its charge. For there is nothing for me to do other than to let it go, let it be, and close with, and so it is. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I took a lot of mental notes. So the song I'm about to sing is by Katy Perry. It's the song after I asked, what should I sing this week? It's the one that dropped in. And as I was looking at the lyrics, I realized that everything it's singing is actually truly about me. I did start out and still have some areas where I don't feel like the God is the expression flowing from me in the moment. So I decided to sing it. And if you know it, please sing along. And if you don't, enjoy. I am the tiger. I used to run and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely, Guess that I forgot I had a choice, and that you pushed me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear the sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up, already, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, a fighter, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 oh. You're gonna hear me roar. Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up, already, 'cause I've had enough. See it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, a fighter, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 you're gonna hear me roar. You're gonna hear me roar. Roar, 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 roar. I got the eye of the tiger, the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 you're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 you're gonna hear me roar.
Yes. Woo. Wow. Beautiful. Yes. So we've come to our time of giving. And if you would join me, I think we'll say it together. It's right up there. Today, I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed, and I am grateful. And so it is. Thank you.
God is my source. In all things, in all times, we sing that with power or with reverence. Your call. Own it. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source, sing it. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. For all my blessings. For all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Love is my source, is my source. Love is my power, love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, for all my blessings. For all my blessings gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. 'Cause I know God gives me everything what I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. Yeah. So I give thanks, oh yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, oh yeah, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Oh God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. And thank you for your giving, for your support of our center. And just pray. Do you want to pray?
I mean, you pray out loud or?
Oh, we pray. Yes, please.
Pray out loud? Yes, ma'am. All right, well, I'm gonna call this good and great, as I know that the abundance of the universe is ever present in this representation of abundance, because that's all it is. What we are is a flow, and the flow of abundance and prosperity and wealth flows through us and out into the world, ripples out to do good for each and every single being, all beings. I call it good, I call it great, and so it is.
So it is. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this beautiful service. And we are going to stand and form a circle. And we will repeat this affirmation. I'll say it, and you can repeat after me, just a line at a time. So just hold your hands up towards each other. And we know who you truly are. You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank God for you. Welcome home. So join hands and let's sing the peace song.